What is the best instant karma you have ever witnessed? I worked at the service desk at a Zare store many years ago. The managers were usually lazy and spent most of their time in the coffee shop, ignoring pages for assistance. A customer was at the service desk, demanding cash for an item she was returning, after paying by check that day. In those days, a customer had to wait 10 days to be certain the check cleared before they could have cash back for a return. She was having a holy fit, demanding cash immediately. I paged the manager, and for once he showed up. He told the customer to wait, and she stood there smirking at me. He went to the office, found her check, and handed it back to her. The look on her face was priceless.
Some kid overtook me. I was doing the speed limit in front of an elementary school. He did so by driving over the middle lane used to turn left on both sides. Right after he passed me, a cop was driving the opposite way. The cop flipped a U-turn, turned on his lights, flew by me and pulled him over. I drove by him slow and looked over at him to see his reaction. He was not happy. I was.
I had a woman fly past me through an intersection where the light just turned red. She even went up on the sidewalk. Cop was at the intersection and immediately pulled her over.
As you have been brave, so will I. Back in the early 2000s, you were still allowed to smoke in clubs. I'd been shopping that day and spent pretty much my weekly wage on an expensive Zara jacket. Went clubbing and hung my coat on my chair in the chill-out area and was chatting and smoking with my friends. At some point, as I was so wasted, I dropped my cigarette on the floor and couldn't be bothered to pick it up. A passerby tapped me and said, "You should probably pick up that cig and put it out. It's on someone's coat." I replied, "Well, they shouldn't have left their coat on the floor, should they?" The stranger shrugged and moved on. Later that night, as we're about to leave, I turned round on my chair to grab my jacket and it's not there. I must have knocked it off at some point and it fell on the floor, and then I dropped my cigarette on it. Had I picked it up when the stranger pointed it out, it might have been salvageable. But instead there was a big hole burnt right through it. Victim of my own unkindness and stupidity there.
A good lesson in there.
In 7th grade gym, I messed up in volleyball, causing my jerkwad classmate Paul to yell at me for not getting the ball, saying this is why nobody likes you at that moment from a few feet away and completely unrelated. A jokester classmate named John kicked a different volleyball and it smacked Paul right in the face as he was still yelling at me, knocking a tooth out of his mouth, and he started bleeding. I got detention for laughing. Worth it.
I was being tailgated and honked for driving slow on an icy road. They went around me, then braked to make a turn, slid through the intersection, and crashed into a pole. I turned slowly, made eye contact, rolled down the window, and let loose a loud Nelson ha ha.
Had a similar thing happen where I was going 20 in a 45 due to a crazy amount of slush. Any faster and I'd start fishtailing, and I was driving an AWD, even. Some moron in a sports car was tailgating me for several minutes before he finally passed me. A few miles down the road, I passed him back, because he was nose first in a ditch.
What do you think of the video? Drop a comment below. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for subscribing, and see you in the next one.